Bear. Bear. Go. 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 Hello everybody, it's Adam, coming at you once again. And after a long, busy summer, we are finally back out on the trail. Oh man, it's been a long time coming. So many weeks now, I've been saying I'm going out hiking, and it just never materialized. This week I was at work, I was like, I'm going. I got a lot of projects done, and had a free couple days, so we are out here on the trail. We're gonna enjoy it, we're gonna see what it brings, and hopefully you guys come along with me to see what it entails. Alright, let me bring you a little bit up to speed here. You guys have seen this trail before. This is one of my go-tos, especially when I haven't been hiking in a very long time. We are in the New York in the Catskills Mountains, and we parked at the Denning Trailhead, and we are on, I think this is considered part of the Phoenicia East Branch Trail. I'm not real sure, but my goal is to hike to the summit of Slide Mountain via the Curtis Ormsby Trail, and hike to the summit, turn around, come down, see what kind of time we make, and planning on camping at the base of Table Mountain at the campsites down there alongside the river. And it's a little mix up from what I originally wanted to do. My plans were to park at the Slide Mountain Trailhead, and I was going to hike the entire Burroughs Range loop, which is like 22 miles. What stopped me is I started reading the Catskill trail reports, and from what I was reading is from Woodland Valley, from Slide Mountain Trailhead parking to Woodland Valley to Wittenberg to Cornell to Slide, there is absolutely no water. It is really dry out here, and if I'm going to be doing a trip like that, I'm going to need water on the way. So I decided to change it up a little bit. We're just going to do an out and back up to the top of Slide. We will see what kind of time we make. I may try to venture over to Wittenberg, but it depends on time and everything like that. I don't want to get stuck on top of Slide after dark and have to hike in the night in the dark. I do have headlamps, and obviously I could do it. I've done it before, but typically if you don't get down bottom and get a good campsite, chances are you're not going to get one. So with that being said, like I said, I'm planning to hike to the top of Slide. We'll see what it looks like up there. Well, we know what it looks like up there, but nostalgia reasons. And we will come back down and hopefully have an enjoyable evening alongside the river. All right, we made it to our first trail junction, and you can see this is the trail that goes up to Table and Peekamoose Mountains. I parked at the Denning parking area, and we are going to the Curtis Ormsby Trail junction, and then eventually Slide Mountain. So that's the trail right there that will take you down to where the rivers are, and that's where I plan on camping tonight, is down there. In the meantime, we are headed this way. All right, we are at our second trail junction, which this is the Curtis Ormsby Trail. You can see it says Slide Mountain 2.3, Cornell 4.7, and Terrace Mountain Lean 7.7. This is the Curtis Ormsby Trail, designated by this monument right here. It says 1900. I don't know if that's when that was put there, or the trail was established, or what. But anyway, we are here, taking my first little break. We are just about 3 miles in, and I don't know. Let's see if I could see here what the so we're an hour and 16 minutes in and 3 miles on the dot pretty much. So good time to take a few minute break. I'm a little sweaty right now because I haven't been hiking too much lately, and plus it's a little humid out today, not too bad. But temperature is supposed to get up to like 72, so hopefully the higher up we go, the cooler off it gets. So anyway, gonna grab a drink and chill out for a minute before we make our ascent up onto the top of Slide Mountain. All right, everyone, we're finally gaining some elevation, and we are in the part of the Catskills that I love. We are in this piney, evergreen style forest with a lot of nature's carpet all over the place, and it is just beautiful. And up here just has that smell, and it is awesome. We are at the lookout on Slide Mountain, and as you may or may not know, the summit of Slide, there is no view, and this is pretty much the only view here coming up right now. I mean, there's a couple pull-offs down lower, but I believe this is the highest one. So been going pretty good so far. All right, what I got for lunch here is some Nature's Valleys bar with some Skippy creamy peanut butter, and I know what it looks like, but I bet you it's gonna taste good. And I have a few more. I'll probably have another two after I chow these ones down. All right, everyone, we are standing on the summit of Slide Mountain. I've been here for a little while so far, but there's a few people around. Finally emptied out a little bit, but as you can see, there really is no view up here. Just back at that one point where I was a little while ago. You see that's a Shokin reservoir down there. It's hard to see through the trees, but yep, here we are. Got all the petroglyphs on the rocks here and stuff. I see this one here is 1927. That's pretty cool, July 19th. And from the way the leaves look on the way up here, you would swear that it's fall, but it's September 19th. But they're saying that we're going to get an early fall this year. Plus, it's been really dry, so a lot of trees are already starting to drop their leaves. But all right, where I was just standing actually isn't the summit. Right here is the summit block. I guess there was a fire tower here at one point. It does drop down just a little bit here, and that's where the rock is down there. But right here in this vicinity, this is the actual summit of Slide Mountain. Now I only see one block. You would think there'd be like multiple ones around here if there was a fire tower, you know? But that's it right there. Be careful you don't trip on it when you're walking up here. We're gonna continue down the trail here, and it is absolutely gorgeous out today. All right, everyone, we just finally got to camp. It's a little after 3:30, just right around my estimate. So taste over 10 miles, and I'm feeling it. My hiking legs aren't not doing it all summer. I did a lot of walking, but not a lot of hiking with the pack on, so I'm feeling it a little bit. So this is a campsite that I'm familiar with. I've stayed here before, and just found it was empty, and gonna stay here. Probably gonna put the tent either like right here, right there, or right here where I'm standing. Not sure yet. Gotta look up. Looks like all the trees are good and alive. I don't see no widowmakers hanging. All right, everyone. We got camp pretty much all set up, as you can see here. And I went, laid down, I took a nap for an hour. I told you I was a little whooped from the hike earlier. So just gonna take a walk around here and see if we can see any other campsites. I don't think anybody else is staying here as of yet. Nobody else is here. I haven't heard anybody, but so that maybe have a nice quiet night by myself then. Yeah, just walking through here. You have a bridge. This is the small one. The bigger iconic one is down on the other side of this island here. So, but I believe there's a campsite right down over here somewhere. I know there's one on the other side of the bridge. Let's go take a look. I'm looking forward to cooking dinner. I brought a Mountain House chicken and dumplings. So I got that. Gonna cook that up here shortly, and then we'll be calling it a night. So anyway, we've been, like I was saying earlier, been busy all summer long. Did quite a few trips, went quite a few places. Yeah, there's nobody in that campsite over there. I don't know if you could see it. One right there. But did quite a few trips. But we, I took the camera with me a lot. I just did not feel like holding it up and taking video. We did, and we kind of switched it up this year. Instead of doing like all camping trips, we did a lot of fishing this year so far. Just trying to get more use out of the boat. I said this year I want to use more of the boat, so that's exactly what we did. This is like the end of the camping area, it looks like. But I think up over here there's another campsite back in here. I've never been in that one, so I'd like to go check it out. But anyway, I did a lot more fishing this year than I have in previous years, simply because I just want to get more use out of my boat and stuff. And last year I think I had the boat on the water twice. This year, probably 20 times. A lot of nights I would go up after work and stuff like that and go take the boat out. But we did do one trip up to Thousand Islands, New York. We stayed at River Bay Adventure Inn. We rented a cabin for a weekend. It was Kathy, Remy, and I, and we stayed up there. And we had, I thought Kathy was going to be bored up there. She had an absolute blast. She can't wait to go up again, which I'm surprised. I was like, I thought you'd be bored sitting at a fishing camp, but the fishing was really good. We caught a lot of fish, caught a lot of big fish, and I did take the camera. I did take a few videos up there, but not enough to make a video because it was just, we were too into it. We were having a lot of fun, and just concentrated on what we were doing. But I will stick all those clips, do a little clip here, and see what show you some of the big fish that Kathy did catch. She actually caught the biggest fish up there, bass wise. I did catch a sheep's head, a freshwater drum they're called, and that was pretty big. But for bass wise, Kathy caught the two biggest of the whole week that we were up there. Let me check them out. All right, we are up here on the St. Lawrence River in the Thousand Islands area of New York. Kathy and I have been up here for a few days. We're doing some fishing, and we are doing very well so far this morning. So far, we've landed 4 fish on the boat, and probably throw some pictures in here. Yeah, we wanted to come up here for, Kathy wanted to come up here to see what all the fuss was about, because we're up here, I'm up here a lot. So we're really enjoying it, having fun. Remy's back at the cabin, but you'll be seeing more of her. But right now we are right at the mouth of Schermerhorn Harbor, and fishing a shoal right here, and we're doing pretty well so far. Like I said, we've already boated 4 fish, and hopefully get a few more before we end up leaving for the morning. Kathy's got a St. Lawrence smallmouth on. She says it feels little. She caught one, a monster, on the first cast today. Yeah, it's not that big. Swing it right up in. Nice. I got another nice one here. Oh, that's a monster. That's a chunker. Look at that. Lost my weight. Alright, I got my mountain house stewing right there. And I'm gonna make a coffee too. I just want something to drink other than water. So I got some water boiling up for that. Obviously I brought the jet boil with me today. I'll tell you what, I love that jet boil. I mean, my alcohol stove is nice, especially when I want to go ultralight, but man, nothing beats a jet boil. Like the speed and ease of use and everything. And this is the jet boil zip, but I also have it kind of modified. I have a different stove on it. It's a jet boil stove, but the original one that comes with this is like an unregulated with no piezo ignition. This one has a regulated stove and it's got the piezo ignition on it. So I have puts out, I feel, a little bit more heat, a little bit easier to use, and better on gas with the regulator on it. And I'm also letting it boil for a good extra 30 seconds or so because I'm taking the water directly out of the creek. So I want to make sure that it's nice and no bacteria or anything in it. And there is some beaver activity a little ways down over that way. So I just want to make sure that I'm boiling it really well to kill anything that might be in it. Bear. Bear. What are you doing? Go. Bear. Go. 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 Come on, get out of here. Go. Don't lay down right there. Come on. Get out of here. Alright, I'm packing up camp and I'm getting the fuck out of here. He's still there. He's not moving. He's not scared at all. Alright. Looks like I'm going home, I guess. He's not moving. He's not scared at all. Go! He probably smells my mountain house. And if he's here now, and he's not scared, he's not going to be leaving. He's going to hang right around here. I don't know where it went. It went that way somewhere. It's 7 o'clock. I have plenty of time to get out of here. Obviously, he knows this area and what's going on. I'm going over to grab my bear line. There he is right there. Through the trees. Alright, I don't think I'm camping here tonight. I'm glad this happened now and not a half an hour from now. He's right there. Where's my bear line? It's right here somewhere. I thought I put my bear line over here somewhere. All right, that's a little bit of a hair-raising experience, and I don't remember where I put my bear line. I hung it up over here somewhere, and my adrenaline's pumping right now. There it is. There it is. You know, if he's here now, he's not going to go. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to untangle this. Alright. Yeah, my adrenaline is pumping right now. That kind of... I've been bluff charged by bears before. I know how to act with them. Stand your ground, kind of like what I was doing, making noise. And he was not scared. He was coming closer and closer and closer and had his nose in the air. So I'm packing up. That's not a good sign. That means that there's some bear activity in the area, and he's not going away. So I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna eat real quick as I'm packing up and get out of here and head towards the car. I'm only 1.5 miles away from the car, so I'm not worried about it. And yeah, we're gonna do that. And he was definitely sniffing for food. You see his nose up in the air. Like I said, did not give a care in the world that I was here. So, all right, let me get moving. All right, let me bring you a little up to speed here. I got I'm all packed up. I didn't even fold everything up. I just used my pack like a big duffel bag and just threw everything in it. I'm only 1.2 miles away from the car, so I'm not worried about getting there. I got my headlamp on, but as I was packing up, the bear came around and was like thrashing some like saplings and stuff like that, and growling a little bit, not like growling, but like roar, roar, roar. And yeah, I am not sticking around. All right, everybody, I am back at the car, and it wasn't a bad hike out. It's only like a mile or something like that. I don't even know how to shine this light at. It's dark right now, so anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my mountain house, and then I guess I'm gonna make the jaunt back home. It's like 2 hour ride, so not too bad, and it's only 7:45 or something like that. So, a little bit of a hair-raising experience. Like I said, bears don't bother me, but this one was just persistent, and he kept, like I said, he went up behind me, and it was just, yeah, in the way that he was like, he laid down in front of me, and I'm like, come on, you know. So I don't know if it's a nuisance bear or what, but you know, I'm not taking any chances. I was only a mile away from the car. It was still early, so. Well, at least I did sleep in the woods, though. I did take that nap for a little while. We're just not going to have breakfast in the woods. And I'm kind of bummed that I did have to dump my coffee out. So, all right. With that said, I'm either going to go right now or I'll come back to you tomorrow when I'm at home and talk about it some more. All right. With that said, I'm out. See you later.